Students, today I am going to give you the concept of number system. I know you all have studied number system, but today I am going to just brief you exactly what is number system and how it can be segregated. See, number system is a system which comprises of real numbers and complex numbers. Now, if you will see here, number system is the mode of the system by which we can represent anything, any number. Now this is the form. So this number system can be categorized into two parts. One is real numbers, another is complex numbers. Complex numbers are also known as imaginary numbers. Now for real numbers. For real numbers we can say real numbers are the numbers which have real existence. Or for your knowledge you can understand, if you square any number and it is coming positive, so it can be expressed as real numbers. So real numbers comprises of natural numbers, and we know natural numbers begins from 1 till infinity. Next is whole number. Whole numbers begins from 0 to infinity. Other than that, you have studied about prime numbers. So prime numbers are the numbers which are divisible by 1 and itself. Next is composite numbers. Composite numbers are the numbers which are not prime, or other than that you can also write the numbers which are divisible by other numbers other than 1 and itself are said to be composite numbers. Next is even numbers. Even numbers, you know, even numbers are the multiples of 2. Odd numbers. Odd numbers, it begins from 1, and if you take the interval of 2, so you will get the odd numbers. 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7. In that way it will get continued. Integers. Integers comprises of negative as well as positive numbers. Suppose that if we are taking a set of numbers, so it can be -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. In that way, both sides it can be extended. So it comprises of numbers which are having positive sign as well as negative sign. Rational numbers. About rational numbers are the numbers which can be expressed in terms of p by q, and both p and q are integers and q is not equals to 0. You should remember this word, that q is not equals to 0. That means denominator should never be 0. If the denominator is non-zero number, it is said to be rational number. Irrational numbers. About irrational numbers, we say the numbers which are non-terminating, means which are not coming to an end, and which are non-repeating. So about, or in simple language you can see the numbers which are not the perfect square root and perfect cube root, whose perfect square root and perfect cube root we can't take out, they are said to be irrational numbers. Suppose that root under 2, it is 1.414 and it continues. So it is irrational number. Root 2, root 3, root 5, root 6, root 7. In this way it will go on continued. In the same way, cube root of 2, cube root of 3, cube root of 4, cube root of 5, cube root of 6. In this way they are not the perfect cubes. That's why their perfect cubes can't be taken out. So that's why they are said to be irrational numbers. We have studied about decimal, fraction, everything comes under real numbers. Decimal, fraction, they are the form of representation. They all come under real numbers. So if they are real numbers, so for your knowledge you can remember till date whatever type of numbers you have studied, everything comes under real numbers. So what is complex numbers? The numbers which are not real are said to be complex number or imaginary number. 5 square is 25. Minus 5 square is 25. So now try to understand about real numbers. I have told you that real numbers, if you do the square of any number, it is always positive. So square of 5 is also 25. It is positive. Square of minus 5 is 25. It is positive. So these two are the examples of real numbers. So if I am writing minus 25, square root of minus 25, and if I am squaring it, so square and square root will get reduced. From here you are getting minus 25. So this squaring of any number, it is coming negative. So if it is coming negative, so it means it is not real. If it is not real, it is imaginary. So for your reference, if you take out the square root of any negative number, square root of any negative number, so these are the examples of imaginary numbers. Thank you students, I think so you have understood the concept.